What's up, friends? Gary here, just making another video today, day 9, I think. Man, I always forget what day it is. Day 9, yeah, nice, right on. We're almost tomorrow. We are a third of the way done. That's cool, that's a big accomplishment. So today, I'm going to talk about wealth and survivability. But before I do, there's something I want to talk about from yesterday's lesson that I didn't realize until today. I was in yoga class today and I thought how important breath is to your health. That is just so important. Breathing. In our high stress, high moving, instant gratification society culture that we live in, we don't take time to breathe. We should have deep, full inhales, deep, long exhales. We really have just short, shallow breathing. And it's really not good for you. It doesn't really allow the full oxygenation of your blood, which is obviously, I would say that breathing air is more important than water. You can't even survive a couple minutes. You'll die. 5 minutes, hold your breath, you're dead. Okay, you could survive at least a couple days without water. Maybe in 24 hours, maybe, I don't know, I never tried. But breathing, you cannot live without breath. So breath, very important. I'm going to add that. So like I said, this is an evolving system. Life is evolving. You have to be constantly adapting to your surroundings. And when you're focused on constantly getting better every single day, then you got to be adaptable. So breath, live it, love it, learn it. And so moving on, wealth. To me, wealth was the pillar that I focused so much of my heart into, so much of my energy, because for me, the survivability pillar of your life, that is the only pillar that once you achieve success in that pillar, it creates freedom. You then have the freedom to focus more on your health. You have more time to focus on your relationships. You have more time to focus on your spirituality. Because most people in today's day and age, they focus so much of their time just trying to survive. Just trying to pay the rent, just trying to put food on the table, trying to put gas in their car. With the prices of everything going up, the value of your dollar going down, you have to work a lot harder to go out and make that money unless you're smart and you learn and you figure out about wealth, how to really build wealth. So what is money? Money is simply a universal tool for trading. Okay, way back when we lived in, small tribes, maybe hunter-gatherers, we would use the barter, where I would take you a bunch of grains for maybe some chickens or a goat or a cow or something like that. Or maybe I would take you one of my beautiful daughters and you would give me a cornucopia of all this stuff. But that doesn't work anymore, because if I'm a mechanic and you're a painter and you need your car fixed and all you have are paintings and you bring me one of your paintings and I don't want your painting, then you don't get your car fixed. So a society has grown and a planet has evolved to a point where we need a universal tool of trade. And that universal tool of trade, it's been shells, it's been coins, and now we have paper, and now we have just piece of plastic that we can carry on that represent a universal form of trade. So first is money. What is money? So we know that money is simply a universal form of trade. What it is, it's a symbol of value. It's just an idea. It's an idea that's manifest on paper. So if you create a lot of value, like hopefully a lot of people find these videos really valuable and they buy my products, they buy my services, and that will be a symbol of value, showing me that, hey, I provide value to my community, to the entire planet with my concepts, with my ideas, with my tools, with my training, and then you give me this money in return. Well, here's the thing, is there are certain laws that govern money. The first law is that your income always matches your lifestyle. Okay, let me explain what that means. Okay, if it takes $2,000 per month for you to live your life the way that you live it, meaning it pays all your bills, gives you money to maybe go out and eat every so often, go out with your friends, go take your wife out, take your kids out. If it allows you to live comfortably, $2,000 per month, that is all you're going to make. Your income will always match your lifestyle. Whereas, let's look at so $2,000 a month is $24,000 a year. Okay, I think the average income in America right now is probably like $30,000. I don't know, I don't look at averages. But let's look at the millionaire. Let's look at someone a millionaire, in order to make $1 million a year, that's $50,000 per month. Okay, so if your lifestyle takes $50,000 per month just to live that level of lifestyle, you will always find a way to make that money, whether it's in sales, whether it's in, owning a business, whatever it is, you will attract to yourself that money that's necessary for you to continue to perpetuate your lifestyle. Okay, so the laws of money. Okay, number one is your income always matches your lifestyle. Okay, your income matches your lifestyle, and your income is always equal to the amount of service or value that you provide to the marketplace. Okay, so if you flip burgers at McDonald's, your value is set. That means that all the burger chains and society in general have deemed that your value is, let's say, $9 an hour. You can't go anywhere else and make more than $9 an hour. That's as much value as a burger flipper deserves, apparently. Okay? But let's look at it another way. Like me, I make millions of dollars a year. Okay? My companies generate millions of dollars a year. So that means that obviously I provide a lot of value to the marketplace. Okay, let's look at another thing, oil companies. Okay, a lot of people might be against the oil companies, but no, we can't live without the value that they provide. They provide limitless, infinite value. We would be screwed if there weren't not oil. Okay, regardless, as soon as there is a better source of energy than oil, it will come. It will break through. It has to. That's just the way evolution works. So, laws of money are, number one, your income matches your lifestyle, and your income is a reflection of your value. Okay? So those are the laws governing money. Okay? There might be more, but these are the two that I live by. These are the two that I teach. And these are the two that really have helped me change my life from having absolutely nothing, losing everything, every material possession, every penny, every cent that I earned, to building a company that did over $3 million its very first 12 months, to becoming a millionaire myself, to just, these are the laws. So, that being said, we'll move on, is that the fundamentals of money. Okay, so now we know the money. What are the fundamentals? Okay, so the fundamentals of money. The first fundamental of money is knowing your income versus your expenses. Very simple, but most people do not take the time. They don't understand how money works. They don't understand the value of money, so they don't take the time to understand what the difference is, or how to, let's say, use a balance sheet. So income versus expenses. Okay, so when we're talking about income and expenses, there are three categories that a person can fall under. Number one is a deficit. Okay, that is where you have more money going out than you have coming in. That means you are in a negative position when it comes to money. If you make $2,000 a month and $3,000 in expenses, you are in a deficit. There's more going out than is coming in. Okay. Number two is you've got a break even. That's where you have just as much going out as you have coming in. Okay, it's a very uncomfortable place. Most people who are in a deficit, they're used to it. But being in this, I would almost say this is the worst one. This probably creates the most fear and anxiety. Maybe, I don't know. Number 3 is a surplus. Okay? A surplus is where you have more money coming in than going out. Okay? So you might have a lot of, it's lost my mind, but you've got a lot of play money. Let's say you have money to spend, money to invest, money to go on vacations, things like that. Here's the thing though, these are all habits. Each one of these. If someone has a habit of having more expenses than income coming in, more money is not going to fix that problem. Okay, that comes down to habits. Okay, you have a habit of spending more than you make. You have a habit of spending as much as you make. You have a habit of bringing in more than you make. So more money is not going to fix these two problems. It's a mental shift and it's habits. Okay? The second fundamental is going to be, budgeting. I really should get some cue cards, but I will one day. Okay, budgeting. Okay, budgeting is simply taking time once a month to go through, let's say, a balance sheet or an income and expense statement. This is where you write down all of your expenses, all of your income, and then at the bottom line, you know if you're in a deficit, you know if you're breaking even, you know you're in a surplus. So these are the fundamentals of building wealth. Okay? Anybody that's following this program, we don't want to be in either of these. We're looking to be in a surplus. We're looking to live a rich, next level, higher standard lifestyle. Okay? So the next is my favorite, and that's saving. Okay? Saving your money. There's a great quote that I always use, I always refer to, is that if you cannot save a portion of every dollar that you earn, the seeds of greatness are not in you. What that means is that if you do not have the self-will, the self-discipline to save a portion of every dollar that you make, the seeds of greatness are not in you. You will never get to the point where you live a free life. Remember, the only way in our, let's say, debt slave society is to make enough money to buy your freedom. The only way to have freedom, to have the freedom to send your kids to whatever school you want or they want, the ability to travel the world and see all of the great sights and everything this world has to see, all the great culture, doing all of those things takes money. It takes a lot of money. Okay? And in order to get to that level, you have to learn how to save. Save a portion of all the money that you make. Okay? So, and here's the thing is that save off the top. Save off the top. Remember, these are habits. As soon as you get your paycheck, 2 things. Okay? Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. That means every time, as soon as you get your paycheck, okay, what I want you to do in the call to action is I want you to create what is going out. So first things first, every time you get your paycheck, make it a habit that 10% of your income, your paycheck, as soon as you get it, 10% of it goes to you. You treat yourself to something nice. It's your hard work that made that money, that made that paycheck. Do something for yourself. Maybe 10% is too much right now. Maybe 1%, maybe 2%, maybe 5%. I don't know for you. But what I'm saying is pay yourself first. Praise yourself. Treat yourself to something nice. Take your wife out. Go out for a nice dinner. Take yourself out to lunch. Do something nice that's going to associate positive feelings to making money. Second thing is save off the top. Create a percentage that you are committed to saving every single paycheck. So if it's, again, 10%, here's how it would go. You get your paycheck. It's $1,000. Okay? 10% I'm paying myself. That's $100. Boom, $100 right in my pocket. Okay? The next thing is another $100 I'm going to put into a savings account. whether it's a savings account, whether it's precious metals, whether it's a brokerage account, I don't know, but you're going to save and invest the other 10%. Now you have the other 80%, you have $800 now that you can spend on your bills. Okay, so do it. Okay, the next area we're going to talk about is investing. Okay, investing. Okay, investing is when your money is working for you. I'm going to have to move this back because I don't think I got it all. Okay, investing. Investing is, these are all levels too, I will hope you know. Is number one is understanding the fundamentals of money, understanding what money is. Number two is getting a hold of what's coming in and what's going out. Number two is saving and paying yourself first. Number three, once you got a hold of one of these, one after the other, boom, you get here. This is where your money is working for you. Okay, I want you to think about it like this. Every single dollar that you make is like a soldier in your army. Okay, and once you get to a certain level, you can then appoint those soldiers to go out and work for you. Okay, there's a lot of people out there who are getting, let's say, 10, 20, 30% return on their investment. So if you go out and you invest, let's say, $1,000, I mean, 20, 30%, let's just say per month, I mean, that's a really good return on your investment. And I'm not a professional investor, so I can't really give you a lot of advice when it comes to investing. But what I'm saying is when you get to that level, then it's time to consult with some professionals, with some people who really know how to make money. Okay, if that makes any sense to you. Okay, and the last is cash flow and passive income. This is the level we all want to get to. This is where real wealth is. Okay, this is where you are making money 24/7. This is where you're making money on vacation, where you're making money when you're going at your kids' softball or t-ball games. You're making money all the time with your businesses, with your passive income, with your investments, with your royalties, all of the things that you create to create cash flow. This is really where you become the king. This is where you really gain your freedom. Okay? So, here we go. Here is the call to action. Number one is, right now, start taking accountability for your financial life. I don't know about you, I'm sure a lot of you out there can relate to this, but when I was younger, back, let's say, 2006 and prior, I would get bills in the mail, I wouldn't even open them. Okay, the only time I'd open them is when they came and they were pink or red. That was the only time I would ever open my bills. Okay, now I'm very structured, very disciplined. You have to change your habits. Remember, change your habits, change your life. Okay, so now every time a bill comes in the mail, don't be afraid of it. It's not going to bite you, it's not going to kill you. Open it up so you know where you're at. Start creating a balance sheet. Okay, soon enough, I have balance sheets that I give to all the people in my coaching program that I use every single month. And, excuse me, that was gross, but sorry. But soon enough on my website, or if you contact me, I can give you a copy of the balance sheet that I created. It's very thorough. You know exactly where you are every month. Once you get a hold of knowing where your expenses and your income lie, then boom, you've taken care of that. Boom, you can move on to saving. Paying yourself first, saving off the top, and then boom, start investing your money, start cash flow. So here's the call to action. I want you to go and I want you to start putting together a list of all of your expenses. Okay, so start going together, putting together all of your expenses, your bills, everything. Okay, and over the next 30 days, I want you to start only using a debit card. Start keeping track of all the money that you spend. Because what this is going to do, this is going to allow you to start seeing where the holes in your financial boat lie, so that you can start repairing them. Okay, if you think, man, I spend $100 a month on Starbucks, I'm sure there's a lot of people that spend $100 a month on Starbucks. I bet there's a lot of people that spend a lot more than $100 a month. But you can say, hey, wow, that's a lot of money. That might associate pain to Starbucks. So you say, man, I'm gonna start making coffee at home, or I'm just not gonna drink coffee anymore because it's a diuretic and I'm trying to hydrate myself. Or you might look and say, man, I spend, geez, I couldn't even imagine what people pay per month on cigarettes. Man, I wish I was in that business. Not really, but really. But anyways, start putting that stuff together. Find out where you are. It's time to start getting responsible about your life. Again, I know these are kind of just off the cuff, not very organized. I mean, it's all organized right there in the book, in the action planner, but I'm kind of off the cuff. I got a get-together with my coaching group that I coach and work with every Wednesday. We're coming over for a potluck because next week is Thanksgiving. So I'm excited about this. I got what is today again? Day 9 in the books. Okay, well, survivability. First things first, you have to get responsible. You have to know where you are every month. You have to know where your expenses are every month. You have to know where your income is every month. Once you get a firm grip on your income versus your expenses, once you are good budgeting, once you are good at saving a portion of your money, paying yourself first, once you get someone on your team that knows how to make money, okay, then once you have cash flow and passive income, boom, you're set free. And I can't wait to be partying with you on the yachts, on the beaches of the world, in the best, high-rise, suites of the world. I hope to see you there. I know this is a lot of information. So if I can serve you in any way, get in touch with me through Facebook, Instagram, anything, call me up. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. I want everybody on this world. I believe that there is an infinite supply of everything that we need. I honestly believe that every single person, 7 billion people on this planet, could live a life of absolute luxury. There is an infinite supply. But what has happened is over the past 100 years, actually a lot longer than that, people are greedy and they've taken that over and they're trying to keep it to themselves and saying, this is mine, and if you want it, you have to pay for it. That's a foolish way of thinking. So, a lot of information. Do your homework. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic night, and namaste.